Hey, how's it going?
No, we're not doing
town and we're here in front of your eyes. Hey, here's it going. It's the Trash Goblin Podcast, and we're here in the flesh. I can touch you on your elbow. I can touch you on your knee. Hey, how's it going? Would you like to touch his wallet?
Would you like to touch? It's like very much like going towards my dick, and then you like turned at the last second.
Oopsies. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Trash Goblin Podcast, but we're here in the
studio.
live right from your horse's mouth.
Oh yes, Jimmy Stewart. My horses are great. Oh, what this horse says it's used lightly. That's what I was waiting for.
I thought you were making like a weird knock joke. I thought you were like, what does the horse say?
Oh, what does the horse say? Says Jimmy Stewart. Oh, the horse stays in the stable with my mules.
How many people don't know who Jimmy Stewart is? Probably most of them. At least a billion.
At least a billion people.
Billions.
So okay, let's explain this joke a little bit.
There's nothing to explain. It's really fucking dumb.
Well, Jimmy Stewart is an actor.
Oh, yeah.
You googus?
Okay, Jimmy Stewart's an actor. He was in such films as
Rear Window,
Vertigo. I can speak for myself. Thank you. He was in other films.
Wow.
That I can't name.
Good job speaking for yourself. Other films.
Excuse me. Well, name 4 more Jimmy Stewart films.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Well, you got me beat.
I was gonna say Jimmy Stewart's Carnival.
Carnival. No, but Jimmy Stewart's an actor from what time frame?
Oh, also, who killed the man who killed Liberty Valance?
The man who killed my liberty.
The
man who killed Mother Mary.
My liberty.
The man who killed my mother. It's you. The man who killed my dignity.
He was from the 50s and 60s.
Yeah. He had a really weird accent.
Yeah, he would always
Jimmy Stewart.
But he'd always go, why? Like he'd really pronounce the H. Why? No,
I don't.
He also slouched real good.
Do you think maybe he just didn't have a tongue? Just Jimmy Stewart.
It was really gross. Jimmy Stewart. Oh my god, I don't have a tongue.
But anyway, that's pretty much the entire joke.
Yeah. And then we started saying he has horses, which maybe he had horses.
Maybe he has a horse. Is he still alive?
No.
Okay.
He went the way of the dodo.
What?
He's dead.
Wait, the way of the dodo? He's extinct?
He's a bird.
Anyway, Andrew is here in LA for the weekend. He's coming down here for the weekend. We're gonna do a lot of podcasting. We're gonna do a lot of kissing.
Kissing boys. Boy kissing.
But Andrew's down here for the weekend.
Yes.
So we wanted to record a podcast here in the flesh. So we have the video going. We didn't prepare as much as we should have, though. I couldn't find the battery to my other camera, so the next time that you see this, there might be
It'll be
3 cameras.
way better.
There might be a camera just on me, just on Andrew, and then one in the middle with the both of us, like you see right here, right now. It's gonna be a fun weekend full of goofs and gaffs.
And slumber. Because I'm very tired.
Are you tired?
No, I'm okay.
Little tired boy?
No, I'm good. But no, last night I only got 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah?
Yeah, went to bed at 3 and then woke up at 7 and I had to fix my phone.
Yeah, you did a weird blinky thing.
Yeah, because I don't.
One of your eyes before the other.
I genuinely don't know the last time I was up before 9.
What time do you normally wake up every day?
Earliest 10.
Earliest 10?
Yes.
What time is your first class?
Oh, okay. I have one class at 10, so 9 for that day. But
Gee willikers, you're really a late slumber bear.
Yeah, but then I go to bed at like 3. So it makes sense.
I guess so.
It's broken, but it makes sense.
You're broken. Isn't it weird how you're here, right here in front of me?
It is weird.
Isn't it fun?
This is the first time you've been ever been. It's the first time you've ever been in my apartment.
It's really nice.
Do you
It's
think
like-
so?
I really like this apartment. Like, I might commandeer it.
Stop it! You're gonna be sleeping right here on this couch right here.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh Jesus! Yeah. Right before you came, I was like, shit, my apartment's a mess. I should probably clean or something.
I think my apartment is the grossest it has been. Period.
Yeah.
There are
Mine was right before you got here.
right now at my place. I have 1, 2, 3. This is not a good thing to have to count,
What
but
are you counting?
I have 6 cereal boxes on the floor.
Why cereal boxes?
Because cereal is good.
Yeah.
I eat it in my room, and when it's done, I go,
Yuck.
and it stays on the floor. And
Okay, are you one of those?
the amount of Dr. Pepper bottles in there, unprecedented.
Are you one of those people that eats food in their bed?
Oh God, no!
Are you
Fuck
a
that
food
shit.
bed? Yeah, so I know so many people that eat food in their bed. Let
disgusting.
us know if you eat food in your bed, and if you do,
Get your food out of there. That's
Get your
for
shit
sleeps and
straight.
slumber. Nothing else.
And jerking your gherkin.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of that, but keep that to a minimum. Moderation.
Pickle
pickle tickling.
tickling.
No, I think that's gross. I don't
that's-
like. I'm not gonna judge
I
you
don't
too
want-
hard, but I don't want.
crumbs getting stuck to my belly
I don't
hairs.
want crumb. What if
Fuck
you got
that shit?
What if you got hot soup? You don't want that spilt all over your comforter.
Imagine like sitting down in your bed, you've got hot soup, and your hands are shaking lightly because it's so hot, and it's filled to the brim, and you're just like,
You're like trying to do like the. Trying to get the water level down just a bit so it doesn't
Soup
go over
level.
the barge or whatever, the dam, so the dam doesn't break.
keep them levees from busting.
Keep the levees off working.
Levy buster. I like hesitant.
But anyway, Andrew's here for the weekend. So I don't actually know when this video is going to go up, but I decided because tour is coming up, and I had to make a quick stop at home, very unexpected, that I don't have a lot of time to prep. So Andrew and I are gonna be doing some podcasting. We're probably gonna film some goofs. We're probably gonna might live stream a little bit if we feel like it.
do it.
We should.
I'm very
should do it.
down to.
So you might be seeing a hefty amount of content from with the two of us, and we've got some stuff in the works as well. So that'll be cool. Some cool things.
We were
involving-
talking business like big boys.
We were talking business at dinner, and we were like, "Hey, here's the geez, what's the tax?
I'm a capitalist now.
What's the tax of it? The tards?
What's the tax evasion form of 2017?
What's the tax evasion for me?
War of
Huh?
1812.
If you tax a turd in 2017, where does it go?
Anyway, fuck. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll be doing all weekend. Yeah, we've had a long day. I'm a tired boy. We both got off of flights this morning, so we're both.
Your flight was significantly longer than
We're
mine, though.
both plane people today. I always feel
fucking hate it.
I always feel so gross. After I get off of a plane, I feel warm and I feel moist and I'm sopping wet in my own socks.
Here's a plain question. I know we talk about travel a lot, but this is one that I thought about today that I haven't asked you before because this happened today, and I realized, oh, this is a pattern. So you get on the plane
Yep.
and you're.
They couldn't hear that noise, but there was
sorry.
a spooky noise
There's a
outside.
ghoul outside. You get on the plane and it takes off without fail. Within the first 10 minutes of flying, if I'm by myself, which 98% of my flights are just me, I will fall asleep.
I usually fall asleep.
Guaranteed.
So like,
I don't know what it is.
How long did you give yourself?
10 minutes.
Okay, I'll give myself the first 20 maybe. Okay, are you talking about when the plane, once you've buckled
we're
in
talking-
and we're taxiing?
No.
Or once we've taken
once
off?
we've from that, like, from the real quick fast down the lane to the air.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
10 minutes at best.
Yeah.
I'm fucking out.
Dude,
I don't know what it is.
I was like sitting there, I'm listening to an album, and I'm like slowly dozing off.
Yep. Did you do the head thing where you're just like,
Oh, of course.
or
But
like the eye thing where your eyes start to roll back, but you're still conscious, and so you're like, oh, jeez.
what woke me up though was I'm like this, and I hear clunk, 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 and I'm like, my new phone, it's broken for good. I like pull it out from like the crevice.
You're pulling it out like a big rope.
Well,
from your
yeah, because I'm
headphones.
pulling it from the headphones. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, thank God. I put it down on my leg again.
Why don't you just put it in
Right.
your pocket?
Clunk, clunk, clunk. Not again. It's broken again.
Why don't you just put it in your pocket?
Because the phone's like too big for the pocket.
Yeah. Oh, and you have a Mophie case too, which I had one
Well-
of those, but it was too big.
Well, I don't though, because I do.
What do you mean you don't? You
Okay.
It's literally on there right now.
So what he's talking about? I have a charger case. So like on this, there's a thing that charges my phone.
Pretty self-explanatory. Yep.
Fucking hate you. But that means that it occupies the lightning port. And of course, iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, huge design flaw, no fucking headphone jack. So if I'm trying to listen to music, right now I don't have any Bluetooth headphones. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, it's on my list to buy. I just haven't yet. So if I'm listening to music, I can't have this on.
Yep.
It's really fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, it is annoying. And also, like, I had this problem with my old phone, which did have a headphone jack, but it came with like a little headphone adapter because the headphones were headphone
my
jack was too
God.
big to fit in the case, and so it
I
came
remember
with a
that.
little.
Actually, I remember that. I
Came
remember
with
that.
a
That was
little adapter,
obnoxious.
but then I lost the adapter, so every time I wanted to use headphones, I had to take off the case and plug it in.
But
which is
also,
annoying.
you didn't that one that you have that you had there it is. The way to charge this, wasn't it like micro USB?
Yeah, it was micro USB, not Lightning, which is
Lightning.
really weird.
Lightning.
But that's Lightning. Have you tried plugging in the headphones to that?
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
It's not like an extension of it. It's stupid.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
dumb
wait,
design
why
flaw.
don't they make it like that? It's probably not that hard to make that.
It's probably not.
Well, gosh
this was
darn it,
also-
get on
this
your
was also,
goddamn
the
horses
cheapest,
and get it.
This was the cheapest one on Amazon, so like I probably could have gotten one that had that, but
Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well. But yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff. Do we want to talk about what we were talking about earlier, and maybe ask their opinion of some things?
yeah,
Do we want to maybe?
let's get into it.
Sure. So Andrew and I have been talking about making merch recently for the podcast. So we've been talking about getting some cool T-shirts, maybe some hats, maybe I don't know. But yeah, it would be probably like some limited edition stuff. We wouldn't have it
do
on
socks too.
socks. Socks would be cool.
Absolutely.
Just socks with a bunch of trash on them. That'd be so cool with like a can of spilt beans.
Raccoon socks.
Oh, raccoon socks would be the
Eating trash.
fucking rad. So if you
Drop
guys
the mic.
if you guys want that to happen, we don't know if we'll have a constant store up. We're thinking about just every few months putting out one T-shirt or something just for that month, and then it'll go away or something like that. We don't really know yet, but
to
I was
figure it
thinking
out.
just like hats that just like have TGP on them or something like that in a weird trash font. I don't know. But we've been thinking about doing that because, You guys have asked
Why
for it
not?
before, and yeah, why not? Like it's not that hard to do. And if people like it, then they like it, and then if they don't, then we know, and then we won't do it. So I mean,
Got nothing to lose.
so if you have any cool ideas, and we might do like stuff from like little bits that we have during the show as well. Like
One we were thinking about is Goose Patrol.
yeah, we're gonna do Goose Patrol maybe, or knee deep in the mud, or deep in the mud. It wasn't knee deep in the mud.
I'm knee deep in the mud.
Deep in the mud.
Deep in the mud.
So yeah, thinking about doing that. So let us know what you think about it. Let us know if you want it. And also, this is not really off of what I was just talking about, but I got a new microphone. And when I got the new microphone, I made a new like audio preset, which we're using for both of these mics. So let us know if the audio sounds better. Hopefully it does.
So pretty.
But let them speak for themselves, Mr. Horse Burglars. Taking Jerry Lewis's horse.
Jimmy Stewart stole
No.
Jerry Lewis's horses. He stole them from the stables. The stables down in
From the stables.
the autumn stables. That's what they're called.
The stables.
Every time I think about Jerry Lewis, I just think about your dad singing Jerry Lewis on
On New Year's?
on New Year's, just like
Yeah.
singing Jerry Lewis, and then he
was
went
a
to
good
bed,
time.
and we were like, we asked him a question. He's like, "Man, Jerry Lewis is a great man."
He just like went to bed.
Like in bed, he's just talking to you like, "Jerry Lewis is a great dude." It's like,
So funny.
fuck?
It was New Year's though, so I mean, can't blame him. Can't blame him.
it was funny.
It was a funny town.
Your papa's a good
Funny
boy.
time. Mr. Man, today is what's today? The 28th?
30th.
The 30th?
It just hit 30th because it's
Oh, because it's midnight. Well then in 2 days then is your 21st birthday.
what?
Are you excited?
What?
Oh yeah, it's true.
You son of a bitch.
You can now buy a dog.
That's not how that works.
That's totally how it works.
Yeah, I'll be 21. I can drink. Drink like a big boy.
Like a big boy. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Do you have any plans?
Yes. I have a couple. So, first off, as people know, I keep fucking looking at the computer's camera.
No,
Even though
not
obviously
that one. No,
there's a
it's,
bigger camera
it's
behind
up-
it.
It's up above.
The screen is just kind of distracting sometimes, so I'll look there and be like, "Oh, I'm good." Oh no. Anyway, so as people know, I do improv, and so we do that on Mondays, 6 to 9. Yeah, and this coming Monday
It's your birthday.
is my birthday, and
It's my birthday. All my horses know it's my birthday. They always pretend to give me a good gift.
They'll be wearing good hats.
It's apples. It's always apples. Hey, it's for horses. Jimmy Stewart loves horses.
It's either apple or it's hay. Or horse is a horse is a
A
horse.
horse is a horse. Of course. This horse is lightly
We're gonna be
used.
the only ones that think this is funny.
everybody's gonna be like, "Why are they doing this voice? It's so stupid." No, but so after improv, we are going to go to, if anybody knows SF,
the
at all,
club? TM?
we're gonna go to the Slop Hole. It's my favorite club in San Francisco. No, we're just gonna go. So if anybody knows San Francisco, it's over in West Portal. I haven't been to this spot, but apparently, so really divey spot, I guess.
That's kind of fun though.
Exactly. No, I'm very excited. It's called Philosophers,
Ooh.
and we're
Harry Potter and the
taking a big group over
Philosopher's
there.
Stone.
Taking a big group over there, and we're
Big
gonna,
old group?
Yep.
I saw a funny joke the other day. A group of white men is called a podcast.
Oh my god,
It's a good joke.
that's perfect.
Anyway, how many people are going? Do you even know that many people? Don't you know like one person? Got him.
No friends.
Got him.
I don't know. There's probably gonna be like 5 or so.
Nice.
People. Not a ton, because we still have a couple. We still have friends who are not 21 yet.
Well, that'll be real fun.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
So we're doing that, and then next weekend with a mutual friend of ours, we are gonna go to a spot called Biergarten.
Yeah, I know that place, dude.
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
You're
That's really gross.
gross. Keep it going.
So it's called Beer Garden,
Oh, beer garden.
but it's
okay.
German, so it's like Biergarten.
Oh, it's very fancy. Okay.
Biergarten. Biergarten. So yeah, we're gonna go there. They have like a bunch of stuff on tap that I must try.
You must.
And then the next weekend, I think I'm hanging out with my uncle because he lives out here. And then
You've got so
hold
many
on,
damn
Well,
plans.
this one's in November when I go home. All my work friends are throwing me a party.
Well, gee whiz, you're just going all over the which, where, and place and stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm excited to turn 21. It'll be so much more convenient.
So what are you gonna do for your 21st birthday?
I'm going back home for my 21st birthday. So
Spoiler alert! I knew that. I was just trying to extract it from him.
I'm out here in Los Angeles where I live, but I'm going back home to Maine and to visit my friends and my family.
the first thing that I'm gonna do, don't eat my glasses, please. The first thing that I'm gonna do is get a beer with my pa.
Your papa.
My papa. Me and my papa are just gonna have a good old beer
I
together.
would do that, but my dad is gluten free,
So
so he can only have
free beers.
Yeah, but you
Probably all shitty, but
no. Some are fine. They just what the fuck?
what?
I'll tell you after the podcast. Really weird text message. Sorry, really weird text message. Where was I going?
I don't know. You were talking about gluten-free beer.
So few places have like a decent selection of gluten-free beer.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
be
true.
like, what's that one called?
Oh, it's called like
Omission.
oh.
They'll have Omission and like one other, and then just ciders. So my dad just usually has ciders. And there's good ciders, but like
Yeah. Yeah, there's good ciders.
yeah.
That's the same with my mom because my mom's also gluten free, but she also
Right.
she's
No, I knew that. I knew
she's
that. What the fuck
gluten
am I
free,
talking
but she's like celiac, but also she's allergic to hops, so she can't even have the gluten free beer.
I didn't even know that you could.
Yeah, you can be allergic to hops.
I wouldn't even want to be alive.
I wouldn't even. Gee whiz. So
sucks.
she can't have any of the beers. I don't think that she was ever like really a big beer fan anyway, though. I think she was more
Yeah,
of a.
I mean, my mom fucking hates beer.
wine lady.
Yeah, my mom likes wine. My mom hates beer. Hates it with passion.
I hate it with a passion.
She's like, it's too bitter, and I'm like, yeah, that's why it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an acquired taste. I mean, I think
That most
everything
people
kind of is.
like.
Yeah.
Most people acquire it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going home, get to see my family and friends down there.
Yeah.
Gonna have a good old beer with my dad.
With your pops.
Probably a few. But yeah,
It is
it'll be
funny
cool.
though, like, oh, having a beer with my dad, like, it's not. I don't know, like, it's a nice sentiment, but like, I don't really want to get ham-dammered with me pa.
Oh yeah. Nah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nah, yeah.
No. Yeah, I understand that. That's understandable. Yeah. I don't know.
I want to see him all sloppy.
All
I don't want to like have to
sloppy.
hold his
Jesus.
hair back while he's vomiting. Just like, oh, let it all out, honey. Let it all out, papa.
Yeah, it'll be so much more convenient for the both of us though.
I know, right?
Because like, and I know this is the same for you as well, but like almost all of my friends are older than I am, so they're all like, we're gonna go out to this thing, and I'm like, oh well,
Yep.
I can't go because I'm not 21 and they don't let me in.
Well, see that was the big thing, especially when I was like over the summer when I was working at the restaurant, because so much of that culture is after work, going out and having a beer, or even just at our restaurant, you have a beer. Like, and like, not that it was like, oh fuck,
It's not like you like needed to drink or whatever.
right.
but,
No,
like,
it's just there's something in the camaraderie of it, of like, we are all having beers together at the end of a long shift. This is very,
it's like a group activity.
yeah,
It's like a social thing.
yeah. And not being able to partake in that is just kind of like,
Yeah. You feel a little left out, even though the real thing is like we're just hanging out or whatever.
right.
But
Right,
yeah.
but there's that barrier to entry of just hanging out. It's just like, nope, you can't.
yeah.
Well, if you're at least if you're going somewhere else, like at the spot that I worked, there was a bar across the street that people would go to every once in a while, and it was always just like, all right,
Yeah.
have a really great time, everybody.
Have a good
Like not in a condescending way, but just like, you guys are gonna have a lot of fun because that's a really cool bar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home, heat up some pizza, eat it, feel very ashamed, and then go to bed.
Then go to bed. I'm gonna eat this
Go
whole
to bed
pizza on
really
my chest.
bloated, just like
Gonna eat this pizza off of my chest.
off of my chest while watching
have a glass of tears and go to bed.
have a glass of tears.
Yeah.
No, have a fucking cider from the fridge because my parents don't buy beer; they only buy Angry Orchard, the sweetest.
Angry Orchard.
So yeah, it'll be nice to go back and be able to just have a beer with them. Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
Yeah, it'll be a nice time. I'm looking forward to going home, and I don't know, because it would be totally fine if I had my 21st out here. Like when I come back, I'll be having like a little 21st little party with my
get
friends
together.
and stuff. But I am happy that I'm able to go back home and spend my 21st birthday with my friends and my family back home.
Yeah.
So that'll be a lot of fun.
It's like one of the last big birthdays.
Yeah, because the next big
What, 25?
birthday-
But
not even really 25, probably 30. Like,
well, 25 you can rent a car.
You can rent a car
without having a crazy additional
Yeah.
price.
but that's it. And then you're 1 year closer to not being on your parents' health insurance. Woo!
Oh fuck.
Yep.
Yeah. That's shitty.
And then 30 is just like, ooh, you're getting up there.
30 is just like, oh man, you might have kids this year.
Oh boy, oh boy.
And then there's
That's
40
not
where
even
it's
a
just
thing
like,
that I can imagine. Oh.
I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, there are lots and lots of people who are our age or younger who have kids right now.
I know. And like that's fine if you want to do that. But if I put myself in their shoes, I'm like, oh fuck that. I can't even take care of myself, let alone another human being that can't take care of itself. So you are fully responsible for that human's life.
I made mac and cheese and hot dogs for dinner the other night.
You came in my apartment. That's the only thing that I have in my apartment right now is fucking 5 boxes of mac and cheese, and that's it.
and a couple hot dogs and
Yep. And I have a can of beans. Dude, we should make some beans and hot dogs right after this.
we making some midnight beans.
Yeah, let's do an
midnight
Instagram live stream of making beans and hot dogs. We're gonna do it.
We're doing that.
We're doing it.
Jesus Christ.
But anyway,
I'm glad you're here. It's so nice to finally have.
this is your first time in LA, ever.
Yeah, I've never been to LA before.
What are your thoughts so far?
Disgusting.
We haven't really seen much of it. Like he came here. I picked him up from the airport, came back to my apartment, and then we went to Guitar Center to pick up these beautiful mic stands, and then we went to dinner, and then we came back. So and it was dark by then, so you really haven't seen much of LA yet. But so far, what are your thoughts?
So far, it's weird because I was expecting, for some reason, I was expecting something closer to San Francisco.
Yeah, just like more condensed city, or Because for those of you who don't know, LA is super, super spread out. Like you saw when you were flying in, it just fucking goes on and on
Well,
and
also,
on.
we drove for solid 40 minutes and like we're still in.
We only went like 20 miles. Like we did not go
But
that
still,
far.
that's 20 miles of city. San Francisco's 7 by 7.
That's true. I always forget that San Francisco is so small.
Yeah.
It just seems bigger because it's so goddamn hilly.
I know, fucking. But it is funny though, because the longer or the more amount of time that I spend in San Francisco, the more I realize, oh, it's not that big.
Yeah.
Because like there are certain landmarks that just immediately tell you where you are. Like the Sutro Tower to me is just like at any point in the city you can, other than like a couple, but at 98% of the points in the city, I had a brain
A little bit of a
brain stew.
brain stew. Oh, hot soup.
hot soup in my pantaloons. So, but like 98% of the points in the city, you can look around and see Sutro Tower.
Yep.
That immediately tells you where you are. From my place, I can see it. Side of it, it's like, oh, okay, that's where I am. And a lot of times you're like, oh, I'm a lot closer to it than I thought. And you realize, oh, SF is kind of small.
Yeah.
Like it's big, but it's not.
It's just not that big.
It's not that big.
It's not that big.
I really liked San Francisco when I came and visited, though.
Yeah.
The last time that I was there was
I love it.
I guess that was in June, right? Was that June?
May.
And then we did that little meetup, which was really fun. So for those of you who came to that meetup, thank you very much. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I get Twitter messages about it very often.
It was a lot of fun. I had a good time with that. So maybe we'll do one of those again sometime. I would love to come back to San Francisco though.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime in November or something like that.
Yeah, I would like you to. Well, yeah, because then we can check out all the cool bars in San Francisco. Because there's a lot of really.
I keep forgetting. Like you are turning 21 in 2 days, and I am turning 21 at the end of the month. And it's just like,
Oh, by that time we'll both be able to drink and go to bars.
We'll get ham-dammered, walk
and
around on the
shit.
streets of San Francisco,
Ah.
and get murdered by the Zodiac
We
Killer.
can make.
I watched Zodiac the other night.
How was it?
It's a great movie. It's fucking long. It's like-
Spoilers: Ted Cruz is the killer.
God damn, I wouldn't be surprised. But because the case is still open. For those of you who don't know, the Zodiac Killer, they think they know who it was. Like there's pretty solid evidence, but the person,
Yeah, Thurston Powell, right?
I don't know who
I
that
just made
is.
that name up. Come on.
I can't remember I think his name was Arthur Lee or something like that. But anyway,
I spilled on my shirt.
Well, shut up. I'm talking about the Zodiac Killer. Let me inform you
That's
about
not
this, okay?
drink.
Oh my gosh, you got a goddamn stain on your shirt, didn't you?
This is why I don't wear white shirts.
Well, don't
Let me-
wear
let me
white
rant
shirts.
about
then.
white shirts
No,
for a
let me rant about the goddamn Zodiac Killer. I wasn't finished yet. Jake Gyllenhaal and Mark Ruffalo star in this goddamn film, and they do a great job.
Jake Gyllenhaal is deep in the mud.
deep. Was it?
Yeah,
was
it was Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah.
Oh shit, Jake Gyllenhaal was deep in the mud,
Dude, he is such a unique actor. For one minute he's playing the Zodiac Killer. The next
He was not.
Shut up. The next he's deep in the mud.
He was not playing the Zodiac Killer. First of all,
And then he played as Sonic the Hedgehog.
he was very
in
good.
the live action. Oh,
That is a thing that could happen. You've just cursed us all. the look on your face when you realized what you had said, was just like, oh no.
hold on. We are now casting the live action Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and you know the prosthetics look way too good for their own.
All right, what's the cast?
All right, so obviously,
Nicolas Cage as Sonic the Hedgehog. All right. Who's
Vin Diesel as Knuckles.
Okay, Vin Diesel as Knuckles.
Michael Cera as Tails.
Isn't Tails a girl?
No.
Wait, Tails isn't a girl?
Miles per hour Tails.
Oh, that's right. Oh, whoops. And then
you know the
who's
pun in there, right?
Who's the
Miles per hour?
Ah?
Fucking hate
Wait,
it.
who's There's a girl one. Right?
Amy?
Yeah. Okay. Sarah Silverman.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, that works. That works.
Works,
Or
Ewan McGregor again.
Ewan McGregor
In
and a
between
wig.
his shootings of the Phantom Menace.
He's perpetually
Just always shooting the Phantom Menace.
Yeah. And then
Wait, who are you gonna say before though?
the great Kali as Big the Cat. So there's like, hey, Big the Cat, and he's like,
Fuck. Who is it directed by? I mean, it's
Darren Aronofsky.
It's gotta be Tommy Wiseau. It's gotta be. It's just okay. Are you excited for
The Disaster Artist?
Yes,
Of course.
I'm super excited. I really
Obviously.
like James Franco. I don't know about you, but I really like James Franco. I think that the roles that he play, I think that he is sort of typecasted a lot
Yes.
as fucking James Franco because he plays himself in every movie. I mean, I can't say for sure. I don't know him personally, but he sort of plays the same goddamn character in every movie.
Every fucking movie.
But
Yeah.
I think that he does a good job. I think his best role was as Harry in Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
In Spider-Man 3?
In all of the Spider-Mans.
Goblin too.
No, he was in he was in all of them, wasn't he? He was in all
yeah,
three.
I think you're right.
Yeah. And also Kirsten
I-
Dunst. What is she up to? She hasn't done anything.
No, that's a lie. She was in the.
Oh, is it?
she was. The people who were listening were just like, "What just happened?" Right there?"
No, I kind of forget.
What was I gonna say? She was in the newest Sofia Coppola movie where it takes place during the Civil War.
I do not know what you're talking about.
It's with my favorite Elle Fanning.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I
Was
can't
it
help you from
recent?
here. Yeah, yeah, it came out like a month or two ago.
Yeah, I do not.
The
know
Beguiled.
that. The what?
The Beguiled.
I never saw anything about that movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Can we talk about it? Because did
Can
we
we
talk
about it,
Did we talk about it in the last podcast? I
I don't think
we
so.
did.
No, because the last one was Brian.
That's right. That's right. So let's talk about it. So for the next, however, if you haven't seen it, maybe you shouldn't listen to this part because
We're
I
not going to
do.
spoil it hardcore, are we?
We probably won't spoil it hardcore, but there might be some spoilers here. I mean, it's a horror-esque movie, so I mean, there's not really much to spoil. But anyway, we'll try to avoid spoilers, but no promises. We're just gonna rant about it for a bit. So if you haven't seen it, I think personally you should go see it. I thoroughly
I
enjoyed
really,
it.
really liked it.
I
Yeah.
really, really liked it. I think they did a great job. All of the kids that acted in it did such a kick.
Welcome to our movie podcast where we review movies.
We review
Review movies. It's me, Terry Gross, as a teenager. Teenager Gross.
Teenager Gross. But I thought it was a super solid movie.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't. Granted, I'm not super familiar with the horror genre. I've only started getting into it because I was always too scared as a kid, and then it just like didn't really interest me for a while.
See,
But I've
I
started
love
getting
horror
into
movies.
it more.
I absolutely love horror movies.
Should have a little horror marathon while you're.
Oh, we should watch one of my favorite horror movies of all time that is actually kind of unsettling.
Nosferatu.
No, but that is a really good movie.
I've heard it's really good. That was a legitimate guess.
The first Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I've never seen any of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Only the
movies.
first one's good.
Yeah.
How
How many are there?
I don't know, because
Like 8 of them?
There's 2 that were done by Toby Hooper, rest in peace. And then, or maybe there's 3, I don't know. But then there was like a reboot series, of course. And there were like 4 of those. But the first one is fucking awesome because it's
Because my horses ran away again, and my horses, I gotta get them back. I gotta get them back. There's Shandy, there's Buttercup, there's Tea House.
Here's the problem with that accent is that it kind of sounds like Peter Griffin, and so I'm afraid that people are gonna think that we're doing a Peter Griffin impression, which we're
Hi,
not.
Lois.
It does sound like him, and it makes me sad.
Hey, Stewie, I'm gonna go walk down the stairs real funny.
Family Guy should have ended a long time ago. But anyway, back to it.
back to it.
What we were saying, or what I was saying before, or unless you had more to say.
Oh, just Texas Chainsaw Massacre is really good because it's like where another movie would cut away, that one doesn't. Like there are songs. It's a musical. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh.
No, there are scenes that are like 4 minutes too long.
Yeah.
Where you're just watching like fucking stop, like cut away, please. And it's just like
The good kind of stop. You know what I mean? Did you ever see Revenant?
I still haven't.
You still haven't seen Revenant? Jesus Christ, let's watch that while you're here.
But like the good kind of stop where it's just like it's like torture that the scene is going on too long.
Yeah,
in a good way.
Yeah, it's like that. But it's like, I mean, it's horror though, so it's a little more like, like I'm uncomfortable right now.
I get what you mean.
But it's so fucking good. And there's just like, there are certain bits that are just really brutal. Like it's not like, stab, and it's like, like there's a scene where he hits someone with a hammer, they fall to the ground and just start convulsing.
Yeah.
And it's
it's like super unsettling.
Yes. And it like, I remember showing that scene to a couple of people in high school, and they were expecting like, you know, hokey horror shit. And they watched that and they were just like, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
It was like, right?
Yeah.
It's the best.
And then they're like, you're fucking weird. I'm going to leave now.
And that's why I didn't have friends in high school.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I thought that it wasn't really scary. Like,
It's just creepy.
it was creepy and there were scary moments, but I would say that it was more of a thriller than I don't know though.
No, it was definitely a horror film. I feel like we just don't get scared of shit anymore. Like,
I guess so, yeah.
What if you would watch that as a kid?
Oh, I would be fucking terrified.
I would have pooped my pants.
I wouldn't have been able to watch it. I would have spent, when scary shit happened when I was a kid in movies, I would cover my eyes and cover my ears at the same time. I would be so fucking scared. Mostly my ears.
See, in my living room, we had the movie rocks. It was just a rock that would sit on the table, and you just go, no,
Movie rock.
movie rock, help me, movie rock. Oh, okay.
But
dumb
I thought
joke.
it was a dumb joke.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was really good. I thought that the kids that played in it did a really solid job. I can't remember his name. I think his first name is Jack. The kid that played Eddie. I really loved that character a lot.
All the kids were good. It was
All the kids were really good. The only thing is that I didn't feel a super strong connection with most of them. You know?
yeah.
Like I didn't
But
really.
I don't know. It's hard to get you to really care about like a larger ensemble like that in 2 hours.
Yeah, it was the same, almost the same, not quite as bad. And I don't want to be comparing this movie to that movie. I'm just saying this is one thing that these two movies. Anyway, Suicide Squad had this same problem where there were
I'm leaving.
where there were too many characters So it was hard to get good character development out of all of them because there were just too many characters. Again, Suicide Squad, fucking horrendous. Maybe one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It was very good. Like, I really liked it.
So,
But I thought that it was hard for each character to develop enough to where we like actually cared. Just because, again, it's only 2 hours
yeah.
or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So it's hard to fit that shit
There,
in.
there were definitely kids that were underdeveloped in the group. However, so there's one scene where Pennywise is dancing towards the end, and you can
become a meme.
yes.
It's so good.
So I mean, you can literally see the dance on Twitter. Like, I've seen it a couple times.
So good.
So-
It's just Pennywise dances
He's
to
just
everything.
doing this like weird dance, but like
Doing this weird
the,
leg
the
thing.
camera is still on his head.
Yeah, so I've done that effect before. It's super, super cool. So I did it while I was running.
Hold on.
Oh.
So as that's going in the movie, my friend Miguel too loudly in the theater. So he's doing this dance and he's got this serious face. My friend Miguel just turns to us and goes, "Oppa Gangnam Style."
This is so good.
And we just fucking lost it. Also, we saw it was such a good like movie going group.
Yeah.
Like it was only 3 of us, but like the atmosphere in the theater was really good. So in the first 3 minutes of the movie, there's a jump scare.
Yeah.
Or not really even. Literally, it's like a shot of the sewer. This is not a spoiler. Shot of the sewer, and then you see Pennywise like walk into the light. So his eyes just show up, but it's not even like, bah! It's literally just like,
Because you're expecting it.
well, you're expecting it, but also it's slow. It's literally just like, bump.
Yeah, it's not really a jump scare. It's just like, it's the first time that you see Pennywise.
Yeah.
So it's just like a fucking creepy ass clown in a sewer.
So, but hold on. So the scene goes, boom, and this girl like 3 rows up just like screams hard.
Why?
And we're all just like, and then she just goes, "Sorry."
oh, that's so cute.
It's just like, oh no, you're okay. Like
You're fine. It was like very genuine.
it was so genuine. Like she must have been like just not wanting to see that
How
movie.
old do you think she was?
Oh, definitely like 20 or something.
Oh, so like our age. That's really funny.
Yeah. I think that like she was with a guy, and I think he
But she was
probably dragged her to it.
Oh yeah. I bet he fucking like spooked her too. I bet that
Oh,
he could tell
probably.
that it was coming and he was like, huh.
But it was so funny because she just screamed so loud, and then was like, "Sorry," and it was like,
Oh,
it wasn't even
that's
that bad
so
a
nice.
scare.
So nice.
But then there were other parts where like, oh, I can't. That one's a spoiler.
Yeah. The thing that I liked about it was that I feel like this happens not only in movies but also in games in the horror genre where they rely too heavily on jump scares to make it scary. But the thing is that jump scares aren't scary. They're startling, but they're not scary.
That's like any fucking horror movie that comes out now. Like literally all of them are just like they're these bland, like just nothing movies, and then the only things that happen in it are like the
Yeah.
and that's it. Like
See,
8
I
times.
really like a good horror movie that really fucks you up. That like you can't sleep for a few days because it's just like, oh no.
Oh no,
No, thank you.
me brain hurting.
My brain is, oh no, it's really going at a rapid speed thinking of this
I need the
shit.
movie rock to
Okay,
help.
so there was this thing as a kid that really fucked me up. It was this little story. You might know this as well. And if you guys don't
think I know what you're talking about.
like spooky stories, then you might want to skip this. But anyway, I'm gonna
Don't
just
skip. I keep looking at the
I'm
wrong
just gonna-
Don't skip it.
I'm just gonna briefly go over it. So it was this story of this like girl that was in a house alone, and her dog slept under her bed.
Oh, yeah.
Was this the one that you were thinking of?
No, but this is a good one.
So her dog slept under her bed, and whenever she got scared, she would put her hand down, and it would lick her hand, and then she'd feel better or whatever. And so she was alone in the house, and her parents were gone, and then she heard a noise while she was sleeping, and she woke up and she didn't see anything, and she was really scared, and so she put her hand down, and it licked her hand. The dog licked her hand, and she was like, "All right, it's all good." And then she heard the noise again, and so she put her hand down. And the dog licked her hand again, and she was like, "All right, it's all good." And then she heard the noise a third time, and it was really loud. So she and it came from the bathroom. And so she ran to the bathroom, and there was the dog dead. And in the mirror, written in its blood, was "Humans can lick too." And I heard that when I was in fifth grade.
Went down my spine.
No, I
Chills.
remember.
Yeah.
I remember who fucking told it to me. I'm not gonna say his name on camera, but I remember who fucking told it to me. And I can't tell you right now. I'll tell you later. But that scared me so
Pantsless.
badly.
Oh.
So badly. Like for weeks, I couldn't sleep.
Really?
Yeah. It
I remember.
fucked me
I
up.
remember hearing that at a young age too, and I was just like, "That's a good one."
I mean, the way that he told it, it was very drawn out, and so it was like I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
I know I heard it like that too, but for me it was never like, "Oh, the sleep is done." It was.
I don't know why it just scared me so bad.
Yeah.
It scared me so bad as a kid.
The things. This is probably a weird thing to admit. The things that scared me were never. Not never, like at younger ages, a lot of times it was movies. And then I remember very vividly in like 7th grade or whenever it came out, just I never even saw it, but the idea of the movie Human Centipede scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that was a spooky movie.
Yeah.
I never even saw it.
No,
but
I didn't
was
either
afraid of
because
it.
same. But other than that, it was always the things that actually like frightened me were in my own head.
Yeah.
Like I would have some really dark bad dream and then that would be in my head for
I had really horrible reoccurring nightmares as a kid.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah, same.
I haven't had the dream in a really long time, which is
Oh,
good.
but there's
I haven't
one
had
in
it-
particular?
Yeah, there's one in particular.
Still free like if you had it like tonight.
If I had it, I would be freaked out. Yeah. So it's not even scary. It's scary to me, and
Yeah.
I don't know why, because it's just like a certain thing that freaks me out.
Hmm.
So in the dream, it's a completely all white space. So it's
No, that's-
quote unquote nothing.
Yeah.
But out of the like white space, little flowers bloom, and the flowers are in color. But then from the flowers, like when the flowers bloom, these people come out of it. And in the dream, they're just like slowly walking towards me, speaking gibberish. And they slowly start
You've
to
maybe
speak.
told me this
I
before.
probably told you this before. They just slowly speak faster and faster and faster, and I can't understand what they're saying. And they're just like slowly coming towards me. But the scariest part about this dream is that I'll wake up and I'll still hear it. And so like I'll have to turn on music, or like it happened once when I was at a friend's house and I had to wake him up and be like, you have to have a conversation with me right now, because I can't get these voices out of my head. And like as a kid, I thought I was an insane person, but it was just like I was still like kind of like half asleep, and I'd just like it was so scary. And like thinking about it now, it's like it's not that scary, but when you're like half asleep, especially as a kid, but even now I would be terrified because
Oh,
you're like
fuck yeah.
half asleep, but you like hear this shit in your head, and it's so scary. And like the whole thing of they're coming towards me and they're saying something, but I can't understand what they're saying. And because it gets faster and faster, that means that it's more urgent. And so it's like I don't know what to do because it's getting faster. Not only is it getting faster, but it's getting louder.
That's just like just anxiety and stress mixing.
Yeah, it's like if you put anxiety in a sound. It's just so
Okay, so I have had like I've had reoccurring nightmares like this, but they're not as vivid. Like, there's one that I can think of right now that I haven't had in a very long time, but like, I do remember bits of it, but it's one of those things where I'm having it. It's terrifying. I wake up, I can remember it, fall back asleep, wake up in the morning, gone.
And you don't remember it.
Gone. I remember like very little bits, but not really even enough to like describe anything cohesive. It's literally like there's a white picket fence. There's like a specific person, and that's like it. Have you ever had not sleep apnea?
Sleep paralysis?
Yes.
No, and I never ever want to.
I haven't either. But my brother has it.
My brother has too.
Like, no. My brother Tom has it like once a week. Yeah.
So if you don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's kind of
Not fun.
self-explanatory, but you wake up in the middle of the night and you're still like, are you still kind of dreaming? Because
So,
you hallucinate.
Yes, you are in between sleep and awake. So you can see and like you can see and it's really weird. You can see, but your brain is still pumping the chemicals into your head that say, no, you're asleep. So you can't move because when you sleep, your body is relaxed and like that's why you know how when you're sleeping sometimes you like jump because you think you fall.
Yeah.
What that is that's your muscles relaxing.
Yeah.
And it like sometimes you are like aware of it, and that's why because your body's just like, oh no, I don't want to sleep right now, and that's why you jump. So you can't move. You can see, so you can literally see the layout of your room, but you're also dreaming, so you start hallucinating.
Fuck that so hard.
My brother has described it like
It sounds like the most terrifying thing ever.
right. Oh yeah. So
Because you're having an awake nightmare hallucination, but you can't fucking move.
right, but it's not like, you know how in a dream a lot of times you're like, oh yeah, I was in my house, but it wasn't my house. It was like kind of weird and altered. No, this is like I was in the room.
Yeah.
Exactly, because I could literally see it.
Yeah.
So he said it's like you basically, your eyes pop open, there's no movement. You look around the room and there's an immediate feeling of dread. He said, so as he puts it, he's like, I'll look around the room, feel dread, see a figure standing like 5 feet away. It's staring you dead in the eyes, right? And it slowly starts making its way towards you. And it could get to the point where it literally like crawls on top of you.
Fuck.
And then you wake up. There is like, if I'm understanding it correctly, which I might not be, there is a very like noticeable like wake up.
Yeah.
Even though you're half sleeping, half not, there is like a and you're out of it.
And like a lot of the times too, from what I've heard from other people, you'll have that wake up point, but you're fucking screaming.
Oh yeah.
You're like screaming yourself awake.
Yeah.
Which is so it's like it's kind of like a mix between like a hallucination and a night terror.
Yeah.
And night terrors seem terrifying. Like
They're
like not only for the
terrible.
person experiencing it, but a friend of mine as a kid had night terrors, and his parents would like freak out because their kid would just be like standing there in his room. Because he also slept walk. He would just be standing there screaming. And it's so scary. Fuck
I don't
that.
like that at
also,
all.
fuck sleepwalking.
Yeah, fuck
Please.
that shit.
As a kid, my friend's little sister slept walk. And she did it so often that they put a bell on her ankle as a kid. And so she would walk out of bed and the
That
mom
is-
would hear the bell.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
No,
that makes
you're
it so
laying
much worse.
That makes it so much worse. Imagine you're laying in bed and you hear ding, 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 ding.
Nope.
And it's just like, why did it stop?
Nope. And my friend said that one time he woke up and his sister had sleptwalked into his room and was just standing there. Even if it was my sister, I don't have a sister, but if I had
Kill
a
it.
sister, if someone that I knew, doesn't matter. If someone was standing over my bed watching me sleep and I woke up, I would immediately have a physical reaction to like hit
them.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would attack. It's a fight or flight situation.
God damn it. No, so
So horrible.
I have definitely sleptwalked before.
No, you better not hear.
No, I have not in years.
Kick you right out.
Kick you right out. No, but I remember super vividly because I just remember how like unsettling it was. I went to bed in my room, in my bed, woke up in my parents' bed. You know, I was like 4th grade or something, to like an age where it was appropriate to be like, oh, I'm scared, and like spend the rest of the night in their bed. But like, I remember very vividly, like, I did not do this.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that being very,
Very spooky.
yeah.
Oh.
Also, I do have one more sleepwalking story.
Okay.
This one's kind of funny,
Oh,
but
okay.
also very bad.
Okay.
I think it was my cousin that this happened to. I can't remember exactly, but so I'll just say it was my cousin because I can't remember exactly who it was, but that's just an easier way to do it. So my cousin used to sleepwalk, and there was one night where they go to bed and they start sleepwalking, right? And they make their way out of their room, down the hall, and to the top of the stairs. They try to take the stairs and just literally just
That would be loud
on.
noises in the middle of the night.
fall down the stairs and roll under the couch. They wake up.
High couch.
They wake up very sore and under the couch and like, how, why, who did this to me? Who threw me down the stairs?
That's a high couch.
I think they were like 6 at the time too. So like,
okay. My couch literally has that much space between
okay,
the
but
floor.
this is a significantly little couch.
Okay, sure.
Or maybe they were at the edge of the couch. But either way, they were like on the floor,
Oof.
like super sore. Oh, couch is here. This hurts. Why? Yeah. Terrible. Terribles.
Just simply terrible.
What time are we at?
We are at probably the end of the podcast.
can't read.
It's over an hour. But anyway, so we should probably end this one here. This was fun to do in person, live in the flesh.
It sure was, but I gotta drain the swamp, as they say.
Oh, you
I
got
gotta
a little,
pee.
You got a little piddle paddle right now. Tim Tum.
I got a
Timbery.
shitty bladder, apparently.
I got a shitty bladder. Let me tell you.
bladder.
I got a
keep
shitty,
looking at the
shitty
fucking
bladder.
wrong camera.
But anyway, we don't have any questions this week. Not because they're not there, but because we didn't set it up beforehand, and then
Yeah.
we started recording, and we're like, oh shit.
Sorry.
So sorry about that. But if you would like to email us any of your questions, maybe a horrible animal, a horrible animal
Or
of
maybe
the week.
what you think the cast of the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie should be. Wait, who would Dr. Eggman be?
Oh, gosh.
Maybe John Goodman.
Maybe John Goodman, Uma Thurman, maybe.
That wouldn't work. You're just saying that because you see Uma Thurman behind
Yeah, I
me.
know.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart
This is the perfect Eggman.
Dr. Eggman. Oh my god.
perfect.
Yeah, that's really good.
But anyway, if you guys want to email us questions, letters, or anything like that, email us at trashgoblinpodcast@gmail.com. Tell us some spooky, scary nightmares that you've had. Maybe we'll read them on the next one.
But then
But also
tell me-
let us know about if you like the idea of merch or anything, also let us know if the microphones sound better. So
they
yeah.
should. They sure
they should.
should.
So expect more videos like this in the coming weeks or whatever, because Andrew and I are going to record quite a few of these. And so, yeah, going to post those on the channel. It won't be a regular thing, but just while Andrew's here, we're probably going to post the video versions just because why not? We can. And yeah, and a lot of you guys on the YouTubes don't know about the podcast, so maybe you want to know about it. So if you are one of those people that doesn't listen to the show regularly and you would like to, links will be down below to the iTunes and SoundCloud.
And make sure you follow us on Twitter. If you have one, because we always post, at least on the show's Twitter, we always post the SoundCloud link. And I'm also trying to start to
post the iTunes link.
Yeah, there's too many twos in there. Like there's a way to make that sentence shorter. But I'm starting to post the iTunes link in there as well because that's how I listen to podcasts, and because I don't like using SoundCloud.
Yeah.
The reason we use that is because of the
RSS feed.
Thank you, RSS feed.
Yeah.
So I prefer iTunes. So if it's just so much easier. Anyway, that'll be in there. Make sure you follow us on Twitter because it's just easier.
That's just Trash Goblin Cast on Twitter.
Andrew, where can they find your pretty little face?
You can find me everywhere at Lanky Randman, and then on Tumblr at the Lanky Randman because I'm too lazy to change it.
Oh boy! And then you can find me everywhere at Crank Camp Plays. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Hope you enjoyed whether you watched it with our faces on the YouTubes or you listened to it with your tiny little ear holes.
Tiny ears.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Catch you on the flippity.
Take your horses right to the barn and give them a good pat on the head.
Why are my horses out in the street? Who brought them to the street? There's cars everywhere. Cars, it's the highway. They're just getting mangled and meat made.